This video is for educational purposes only. Now you might be asking yourself, what makes this PSP in particular so illegal? Well, it's really just the fact that the PSP is a multimedia device. So that means you can add not only games like you can with other jailbroken devices, because obviously I'm going to be talking about a jailbroken PSP, right? What's the PSP without jailbreaking it in modern day 2025? This means you can add any music you want, any movies you want, photos, games, PS1 games on top of that, because there's a way to convert your PS1 games to PSP games, and then also emulators, of course, including somehow the N64, because for some reason the N64 runs on the PSP. Not like it's not good, but it runs, which is insane, right? Also, I would like you guys to know that this video is not sponsored. If you would like to reach out to me for any inquiries of that nature, email address will be in the description. Before we start with the video games, let's start with the movies, because as you guys know, movies were released for the PSP. But when I say you can add any movie you want, I mean, I'm not talking about you can just, illegally download one of the movies that came out for the PSP. No, I'm talking you can literally add any video file you want to your PSP. And when I say you can add any video, so on my PSP, I have all the Transformers movies, right? And the Dragon Ball Broly movies. So I already know what a lot of you guys are going to do. You're going to reach out to me. You're going to be like, Vincent, where do you download your movies from? Where do you download your games from? Where do you download your music from? Number one, here at Big Shirt Games, I do not provide any links to illegal downloads. But if you're a genius like me, then you'll know how to take your movies from disc into an MKV file, which is just a file, which is just like an MP4 for those of you who don't know. And then all you have to do is put the movie into Handbrake, compress it down so that the file's small enough with the right resolution to fit onto your PSP, and boom, there you go. Now you got a whole ass movie on your PSP in the best quality. Not that it matters, because the PSP is literally like 480 by 272, but hey, moving on to music real quick, because this one will be fast. Similar concept, did the same thing. I have the actual CDs to the albums of the music that I have on my PSP. All you do is rip it to your computer, then transfer it to the PSP via USB. And I'm going to tell you something for you pirates out there that are probably going to go illegally download music, you naughty, naughty boy. This is way better than actually pirating it, because, well, not that I speak from experience, but yeah, so what? I download a couple thousand songs off the internet. Who hasn't? Who hasn't? Remember, they're always watching. The reason I say it's better is because it has all the proper, metadata, meaning, where it says the artist, featuring artists, producers, so on and so forth. The album covers are sometimes a bit more tricky. For me, what I did was I downloaded the album covers off Google, shrunk them down to 100 by 100 in Photoshop. Then I attached them using a program, I think it's called YT MP3 or something like that. I'll show you guys on screen. And then, yeah, there you go. Get your favorite songs on the PSP. Play them on the go. And I already know there's some idiot out there that's going to be like, dumbass, you can literally go on your phone and play Spotify. My friend, music sounds 1,000 times cooler listening to it from the PSP. I mean, music in general hits different on CDs, but that's something most people don't know about, but whatever. And then obviously you can view images on there too, like a little image gallery, no big deal, right? But now moving on to the games, and let's start with the PS1 games, right? The PS1 games don't work perfectly. I believe I tried to launch Mortal Kombat in one of them and then it just crashed, but they run really, really good. So if you want to know how to do that, similar concept, you would grab a PS1 game, which if you guys don't know what a PS1 game looks like, so they come in jewel cases like this. Rip a copy of it to your computer. I believe that program is, it's called like ISO burn or whatever, I forgot. And then there's a program where you can convert that ISO into a PSP game file. And then you literally just put it on your thing. You will have to provide the artwork. So you just, download from the internet, the cover art for the game, maybe some background art too. Launch it, boom. Those games run flawlessly. Like there was only that one game, Mortal Kombat, that didn't launch for me, but the other ones, they ran perfectly fine. And that tripped me out, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, hey, how's it going? This is Big Shirt from the future. This is not a sponsored thing that I'm about to tell you guys, I just genuinely wanted to show you guys this because I know I was talking about ripping games and music and, you know, movies and stuff. I want to show you guys this Blu-ray player for your computer, which is like a super low-key. Nobody really knows about this drive, but this thing is super good, and it's cheaper in comparison to all the other ones. So I figured I'd show you guys this before you go out and buy some, you know, $150 Blu-ray player. This drive right here can play up to Blu-rays, but if you flash it, it can read 4K Blu-rays as well. But the miracle about this one is that it can literally read PS3 and PS4 discs. How? Who knows? You know, the only other way to do that is with an actual PS3 or PS4. But yeah, I'll leave a link in the description. It will be an affiliate link, which I mean, I don't think you guys will be able to buy it from Amazon because I don't see a buy button. But regardless, you guys will have the model number and information, so, you know, try searching it on eBay or whatever. I just figured I'd put you guys onto this before you go out and buy some, you know, $150 external 4K Blu-ray player because they're super overpriced. But yeah, God bless you guys, and back to the video. So you can add every PS1 game imaginable, every PSP game imaginable, and we have emulators. Now there's only a certain amount of emulators that work well. Why is this so loud? So obviously you got to have the Game Boy Advance, got the N64, which, like I said, does not run flawlessly, but it is a damn miracle that it runs, bro. You have SNES, Game Boy Color and Game Boy, Sega Genesis, and the NES. And for all those emulators, you can basically get every damn game imaginable for those. Look, I don't want to incriminate myself, but let's just say every game that's ever existed on the NES fits within a very small SD card, which, by the way, on this PSP I am running a 128 gigabyte micro SD card, and trust me, that is literally overkill for you'll never be able to even fill that. So that is what makes the PSP probably the most illegal console to own, especially if it's jailbroken, just because the amount of illegal contraband you can put on there. I mean, the possibilities are endless. But like I said, here at Big Shirt Games, I do not promote piracy or illegal downloads. And no, there's not somebody with a gun to my head that's off camera right now. But anyways, all jokes aside, us jailbreakers and modders keep your 20-year-old consoles alive. So trust me, if you're not going to carry the legacy of your old consoles, somebody will. No disrespect, with all due respect, or disrespect, I don't know. I'll be releasing another video once I receive the cease and desist from Sony. If you guys would like to subscribe, I would appreciate that. Also, like and comment on this video. My Instagram will also be provided in the description, and other social medias. Stay motivated, stay dedicated. Thank you all for watching. God bless you, and remember, if you respect yourself, others will respect you as well. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day.